Alright, Shalom Makim. This is Tulsa Dog Ball. Just coming with a quick hit, man, on spiritual power. Just want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Giving double honors to the elders of the GMS on down. And peace and blessings to the third man who hope and believe and receive this truth. And peace and blessings also to the confusion of faith brothers and sisters out there who unfortunately look like the other nations right now. But so I just want to do this a quick hit on spiritual power, because spiritual power is true, man, and that's the elect man, and certain numbers, whoever the Lord has is gonna get that spiritual power on this side, and before Yahawashi's return, which they're gonna be doing miracles, and they're gonna be flying, man, running fast like the Flash, flying like Superman, jumping over tall buildings, doing crazy things, man, just crazy wild things. I got this picture right here. If you look up on Google, you type in Montazak Banyamyan, that brother right there, you guys know his, if you don't know his channel, follow him on YouTube. His YouTube is actually Montazak Banyamyan 144. Because they deleted his old account, goddamn Esau. But, you can't stop the truth. The brothers always make a new channel and keep going, man, through the spirit of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. But yeah, man, like the picture right there, man, and only in the power of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI are we gonna be able to do that, man. And we can't do nothing alone, man. But we can do everything through the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, who strengthens us. And see, we're gonna do out of the world type things like that. Like, where see this brother right here on this picture, he's like doing like a little Powerball, man, like some kind of Dragon Ball Z Goku Kamehameha, But that looks even crazier. That's pretty spiritual. That's a pretty spiritual picture right there. Cause it looks like a whole like little galaxy like within his hands, But we're gonna be doing some enormous and crazy things, man. I just had like a daydream, like day vision when I was going about my day yesterday, just imagining like through the visions I seen how brothers gonna be traveling through like wormholes, teleporting and stuff and moving fast, man, through the spirit. Cause the spirit moves quick, man. If any brother has seen a chariot in real life or in their visions, man, they move. They can be sitting perfectly still, not moving at all, and all of a sudden, and just like that, like less than half a second, be moving as fast as the speed of light, man. And so the way the spirit moves, it looks amazing, man, and it looks crazy, and like just the power, man, the power and the glory that's coming, man, it's gonna be far beyond this world, man. So I'm just gonna get this scripture to kind of prove spiritual power, because that's what we need to get out of here, man. Like, we can't do nothing, man. Stay spiritual, don't get carnal, man, and just keep going and endure to the end. But yeah, we're gonna need that spiritual power, because when the enemy is gonna come in like a flood. Esau, man, he's coming down when the Lord calls it quits, and he's gonna raise up a standard against him. That is that spiritual power, and certain brothers who's gonna get it, man. And it's gonna be no joke, man. See right here in Luke 24:49, it says, "And behold, I send the promise of my Father upon you." This is Yahawah speaking. "But tarry ye in the city of Jerusalem until ye be endued with power from on high." Yeah, man. So that's what's gonna be happening, man. And that scripture right there isn't like how I think what campus? I think it's GOTC, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of them though, but one of them was trying to make fun of GMS, saying like you brothers ain't gonna get that spiritual power in America. Well, we are, man, and that's according to the scripture, man, because they try to look at this scripture and say you have to actually physically move over there to Jerusalem and wait to get the spiritual power. But how's that so, man? When the elect are scattered across the four corners of the earth, and not every brother's gonna have that money to take the plane to go live over there, and what the hell are we gonna do that for, man? The Lord's with you wherever you're at, man. So those motherfuckers are way off, and that's just the spirit of Satan, man. Coming up against the truth, because when you're part of the truth, you get hated by all, man, and despised, and you get made fun of, get trodden underfoot. But the scriptures prove loudly, and you're not gonna be moved if you're the hopeful elect, man. You can't deceive the elect, and certain brothers, man, are gonna get that spiritual power. Just trying to look up certain scriptures to prove this spiritual power. Here we go. This is the other scriptures that a lot of brothers know, man. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahawah from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. Cause the west is over here, man. Cause the reason why they're gonna fear him, man, is he's gonna be within those brothers that get the spiritual power, man. And we're right here in the far west, man, and the uttermost part of the earth, which is America, Great Babylon, man. So it's not that we have to go in Jerusalem and wait till power gets there. This is what it is, man. So fuck all those other guys who talking shit. Salakia, man, I'm going a little fast, but let me just read that again. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahawah from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahawah shall lift up a standard against him. So yeah, man. So Esau's gonna come down like a flood when the Lord calls it, man. Because the Lord's in control of everything, and when they do come in as a flood, because they ain't coming in just as you know, they're gonna knock on your door and ask you a few questions, man. They're coming in to pretty much destroy, man. To just come down with great terror, great wrath. So they're gonna come in like a flood, like as a flood comes and hits. An enormous storm flood hits the city, you know, and destroys everything, you know. That's how they're coming in, like with multitudes and multitudes, man, with great fierceness and anger. But the Lord is not going to just let us get destroyed like that for the elect, man. The Lord's going to lift up a standard against him, and that standard is the spiritual power. It's a way of escape, a way to take flight, man. And we're going to destroy these motherfuckers by the spirit and power of Yahawashim Yahushai only, man. And that's the truth, man. All praise to Yahawashim Yahushai. For you know, if it wasn't for them, man, if it wasn't for Yahushua, man, we'd be fucked, man. But the water Yahushua, Yahushua, man. As always, man, much respect to all you brothers who labor in sincerity and in truth, and the ones, you know, going out, you know, go and just my heart goes out to all the hopeful elect, man. You're special to the Lord, man. Just keep fighting, keep going, man. Don't matter how many times you stumble. Or even if you're doing good, or if you receive something bad, and everything comes from the Lord, man. So give all praises to the Lord, no matter what. You know, because He does things in His own way. Let me see. Trying to find this other one real quick. That's the time we're heading into, man. Was martial law, the police state, and the time where the enemy's gonna come in like a flood, and the Lord's gonna get that spiritual power to brothers very soon, man. Cause this is what's going down. Cause since Esau's been exposed, it's his end. Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. So it's really the beginning for us, man. And it's gonna be a rough transition, but the Lord is gonna raise up a standard against them, man. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. That's talking about Esau, man. Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Because this is it, man. This is the end of Esau's world, man. You know. So that's what's going down, man. He's gonna come down with great wrath, and that's why he says the enemy's gonna come in like as a flood. Because he's gonna come after everybody, man, especially the elect. You know, because mainly all this is geared towards the Israelites. You know, so these 2/3 are gonna get it, man. They have no option, man, to to defend themselves. They're gonna get straight up slaughtered, man. And Esau has all types of gadgets, man. You know, microwave guns like a cookie from inside out. You know, laser beams, laser guns. You know, huge ass machines, robots, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. And they also have super soldiers, man. You know, and all these type of mutant beasts that they created, man. Everything's gonna be released. It's gonna be all hell on the earth, man. It's gonna be a wild time. So the Lord's gonna have to raise up a standard against them, which is the certain brothers of the elect, you know. And that's pretty much all I wanted to go into. I just wanted to prove that spiritual power is in the scriptures, man, and that the Lord's gonna raise up a standard against him when he comes in, so we don't have to fear, man. You know, the Lord YAHAWASHI is gonna be with his elect, man. That's the truth. You gotta have belief and faith, man, until the very end. So I'm trying to show you this back in history, man, like where King David had that spiritual power back then, man. And the things that he did, man, it's just to prove that spiritual power is in the scriptures, and that the elect man gonna get that, man, and that's something real. That's why Esau makes all these movies, Superman. You know, you have Dragon Ball Z, you have, you know, the X-Men, all this stuff. It's all about us, man. They get that from the scriptures. So, let me just. So lucky, man. Just let me look for this real quick. All right, so Saul was trying to test King David, man, in this back in the history, man, and he told him um to go to where these Philistines were because he wanted to see them fall. He wanted to see him fall, and he gave him a job to do. Verse here it says, 1 Samuel 18:25 says, and Saul said, thus shall ye say to David, the king desireth not any dowry, but 100 foreskins of the Philistines. So that's what Saul desired of David. He sent him to go. He wanted him to be slaughtered, but he gave him that job to bring 100 foreskins. To be avenged of the king's enemies. But Saul thought to make David fall by the hand of the Philistines. See, so he sent him over to make him fall. But we'll see what happens right here. Verse 26, and when his servants told David these words, it pleased David well to be the king's son-in-law, and the days were not expired. So this is what David did, man, and because he over exceeded his mission, and obviously he didn't die. Not here. In 1 Samuel 18:27, wherefore David arose and went, he and his men, and slew of the Philistines 200 men. Because remember, Saul only wanted 100 foreskins, so 100 proofs of the dead Philistines. And slew of the Philistines 200 men, and David brought their foreskins. So you see that? So David far exceeded it. He was like, all right, like you're gonna send me with this, you know, to get 100 foreskins, you know, 100 deaths. So instead, you know, he had that spiritual power, man, and when they slew them, he actually took 200, just pretty much just I forgot, Salaki, man, I don't know fucking saying, man. He over exceeded it, man. He was just like, man, I'm gonna come back in style. I'm gonna come back and surprise, you know, like pretty much he's gonna go all out, man, you know. That's how badass he was. He brought 200 instead of 100. Okay, Salaki, man, fucking saying. And they gave them a full tale to the king. that he might be the king's son-in-law, and Saul gave him Michal, his daughter, to wife. And that's what happens, man. And then that's what happened. So David far exceeded it, man, and he didn't die. But that spiritual power right there, they took out 200 men. In verse 28, and Saul and knew that the Lord YAHAWAH was with David, and that Michal, Saul's daughter, loved him. Michal. Yeah, so lucky if I'm not saying that name right. And verse 29, and Saul was yet more afraid of David, and Saul became David's enemy continually, man. But you see that's spiritual power, man. And that's how badass King David was, man. He had that power back then. I'm trying to find another account real quick. This is the fastest way. But basically, man, that's why you gotta look at the history, man, because it's nice, man. I haven't studied that much, man, but I know enough, man. But not limiting myself, man, but pushing the word, man, doing what we can. So basically, man, this is what just trying to show you, man, that David took out how he had spiritual power, man. 2 Samuel 8:5, and when the Syrians of Damascus came to succor Hadadezer, king of Zeboah, David slew of the Syrians 22,000 men. You see that? David himself, man, slew the Syrians 22,000 men. Come on, man, that's spiritual power right there, man. That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're hoping for, man. And that is the spiritual power, man. That the Lord's gonna give his elect man. And that's why Esau's scared of us, man. That's why he's fearful, man. And really, man, Yahawashi is coming back. That's what they really fear, is the Lord, man, because it's their end. And it's truly their end. We're not gonna have it, and it's just our beginning, man. Just trying to show you some other pictures, man, so you can imagine that, man. Like that movie 300, man. It's spiritual. It's about the Israelites, about the 300 men. I forgot exactly what account it is, but we can look at this picture right here, and just showing like how King David, man, like if you think of him as alone right there, imagine him just fighting off 22,000 men and killing them himself, man. How's he gonna do that, man? That's with spiritual power, man. The spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, man. That's the truth, man. I'm gonna be able to fly, man. I'm gonna be able to fly, man. Run as fast as sparks among the stubble. Be able to fly, man, and have super strength. Spiritual power to manipulate the elements, to create, cause fire, lightning, water, earth, wind. Power up like Dragon Ball Z. Have your aura. Have yourself grow to at least about, you can have yourself grow to like 13 feet, 10 feet. Instantly be swole as fuck, be ripped. Spiritual power to fly, man. Power up, man. It's gonna be true power, pure, untamed power, man. From YAHAWASHI. That's the only way. Have an aura, man. Be shining, man. shining from the heavens, you know. Yahawashim Yahshai, the spirit of Yahawashim Yahshai and his power. That's his glory and his kingdom, man. We're not gonna say, look what we can do. We're gonna give all praise to Yahawashim Yahshai as we're destroying our enemies, man. And that's what's up, man. It's like it, man. I'm trying to find this other verse for you real quick. I'm pretty much gonna end down here. Yeah, I can't find that verse right now, man. Just things that, sometimes you can't find these scriptures with the exact words. It's kind of weird. But yeah, man. But pretty much that's it, man. I just wanted to do a quick hit, man. I'm not gonna be sitting here all of this fucking say it, man. That's it, man. Spiritual power, man. We just gotta hang on, man. Stay pure, man. Stay perfect as you can for Yahawashim Yahshai until you be endued with that power from on high. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, man. And that standard is spiritual power. And we're coming to take Esau down, man, by the spirit and power of Yahawashim Yahshai, giving him all glory, all praises, and all honor as we pummel the enemies unto death, man. Call halal Yahawashim Yahshai, BAHASHAM QADASH. We double honor to the elders of the GMS on down. And peace and blessings to the third who hope, believe, and receive this truth. And also to the confusion of faith brothers pushing the word, who unfortunately look like the other nations now. Stay strong. Spiritual power coming soon. Shalom.